Well, good morning and welcome to Carleton TV. This morning I have with me Steve Liddell, head of the nominating committee. Steve, welcome. I don't think I'm allowed to call Carleton TV CTV, but certainly welcome to Carleton TV.
Thank you.
Steve, could you just kind of tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Ottawa born and bred. I attended Queen's University, graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce. More importantly, though, that's where I met my lovely wife, Dolores. We met in fourth year, started dating in January, and we're married by August.
Wow.
So she's put up with me for about 47 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And she did tell me that I had to tell you that I'm a very lucky guy.
That's certainly true. Golf. How did you get into golf?
My dad introduced me to the game. He took it up fairly late in life. I think he was in his early 50s. I was about 13. I was a member at Highlands. It was called Uplands in that day.
Right.
So I was a junior member there. Left the game when I went away to university, left it for about 10 years, maybe played once a year, that type of thing, until I joined Carleton here in 1981. So I'm in my 42nd year as a member at Carleton.
Well, that's just wonderful. You might be on one of our Carleton and 60 series later on. You certainly have demonstrated what volunteerism is to this course. You served on the board. You were president. Steve, tell us a bit about your experience, on all your roles at Carleton, but especially the one as president and serving on the board.
Where do I begin? I was president about 4 years ago. The job of the board is to provide direction to our management and let our management run the club. It's difficult to know what you're going to come up against. When I was president, we were in pretty rough financial shape, so you were doing whatever you could to keep the club going. We're in much better shape now. And it's all about membership. So you're concentrating on trying to increase the membership. We had membership declines for about 10 years in a row. And that got turned around a couple of years ago. And so you're just really, basically, you're providing direction for the club.
Yeah. One question I do want to ask, we're a nonprofit and we own our own club. Do you know of any other private clubs that are like that in the city? We're unique in that direction, in that we as members own the club and basically are the ones that are kind of guiding the way for our management staff. Are there any other organizations?
I don't know of any that are like that. When I think about the private clubs in Ottawa, like Rideau and so on, I don't know if the membership.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are unique in that way. Every single board member is a member of the club, and is elected to look after the direction of the club.
Right. So in that way, we're unique. We run, we own the club. So that's why volunteerism is so important. And I want to get into that because you are head of the nominating committee to nominate new people for the board. But exactly what does it do? And I'll just let you take it from there, Steve.
Okay. Basically, the job of the nominating committee is to find candidates to fill upcoming vacancies. For 2023, we're going to have to fill 5 positions. And that's a little higher than normal, but it's just based on board members have a 2-year term. They can sign up for another 2-year term. But after they've got 4 years in, they have to step away from the board. So we have 5 people that are in that situation right now. What the nominating committee does is it looks at the skill set of the people that are leaving, and we do our best to try and replace those skills. One that is a sort of a glaring requirement for us for next year is human resources. We need to find somebody with an HR background. A lot of the ones that are leaving also have skills in the information technology, and so we'd be interested in that as well. We also have to look at the specific jobs, specific roles that are being leaving. Two critical ones that we have coming up are treasurer and secretary. They are both members of the executive committee. So I guess with the treasurer, ideally we'd like an accountant, but it's not necessarily mandatory. As long as there is good support, somebody with general business knowledge could do it, and we have had a precedent for that when Luke Presso took over as treasurer. The support we have is that we have a couple of members that have a strong financial background that could support the treasurer. We also have Barry McSorley, who was recently hired part-time. He is an accountant, and part of his mandate would be to work specifically with the treasurer. The secretary is the gatekeeper of all records for the club. We would be looking somebody with strong communication skills, detail-oriented. Previous board experience for any of these positions would be valuable as well. So in the next couple of months, the nominating committee is going to be canvassing individuals. We'll be tapping people on the shoulder, and if you get tapped on the shoulder, please consider letting your name stand. The nominating committee, Ann Dorkin, Luke Presso, Roger Johnston, Judy Scaife, and Mark Cosenzo. We're going to be just sending out a very brief notice letting people know that we're getting to work, and on that notice will be the contact information for each member of the committee.
Okay, so let's say I'm a member out there and I'm wanting to get involved in the club. Not sure if you need my skill set. Who do I contact, and who can I talk to? For example, I know there's more people up, there's directors at large, that type of thing. So how can I get more information before I step forward?
Well, you can contact any member of the committee. They've all had board experience. You could contact, I'm sure that existing board members, the ones that are currently in the position, would be happy to speak to anyone. They can call me. I have a pretty good handle on what we are looking for with respect to the jobs that need to be filled. A number of the people leaving are directors at large, but they have a portfolio that they look after. So, and anyone on the committee, I would say anyone on the current board would be happy to let you know.
Well, Steve, thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to add today?
I don't think so. The one thing I would like to add is I'd like to thank you for all the work that you've done in Carleton TV and Men's League. It's an incredible amount of hours you put in, and I'd just like to thank you for that.
Well, thank you very much, and I wish I could say this was something I didn't enjoy doing. I just love doing this. This is wonderful. Well, listen, there you have it. I think it's really important, because we do own our own club, we really rely on people to come forward, and if you are even selected by the nominating committee to stand, I hope you take that challenge up. So thank you very much, Steve. I enjoyed it,
John.
and hope to talk to you later.
Okay.